John here. It's Sunday today, the 31st of May 2015. I'm just commenting on a article and on the news today about the social services. The Minister Johnathan Coleman talking about bonds in the mental health issues to get mental health people back to work using bonds. That's the most offensive thing I've ever seen. I'm just trying to find it now and put it up so I can read it. So it says, One News, TVNZ, government to issue social bonds for mental health services. So I've made some notes on what I think. This is what I want you to hear, what I think, what they're up to. First of all, the bonds that they're using. The government has put up 28 million of money from somewhere. So as far as I'm concerned, the bonds are a person's value on the stock market. They're going to get caught. I'm going to stick this one to them for my own bonds that I've got lined up for court hearings. They're going to go for a skate on this one, but they've put this in the news as being part of their investment in social services, where they get their money from, how they get their money. So I'm going to call them to account to identify the bond that they're talking about, that we all know, or most of us know, has been derived from using a person's birth certificate and social security number to make money out of them and spin it on the stock market, sell them as sovereign bonds. Okay, the government is not telling people what a bond is and how they determine without public opinion. And I'll just read out what I've made some notes on the article itself. So it goes like this. Investors range from banks to private individuals. Okay, so they're looking for public to invest their money, because the government puts their money in to use your money from your birth certificate property. That's your property the government is playing around with, that I'm going to sting them with these pound notes. Okay, caught them in this one again. So I'll start from here. I'll start from social bonds, like financial market bonds. That's what they are. Investment, private investors invest opportunity in and to make money from the provision of social services. In other words, they're putting up mental health people to screw them, to make them go back to work by using their bond, their values money worth, and put money up out of it from their coffers, the 28 million, and then make investors buy those bonds double again. So they're holding money from making money out of your bond, your birth certificate, and or your social security number. They're making 100 million a year out of every birth certificate. And now they're going to make more money out of you by just spending 28 million over the whole lot of the mental health people that they're preying on, the mongrels. They're real assholes in government here. John Key, you. I put your face there with the carvings all over it, with Merrill Lynch on it, for a reason of the dirty tactics you're using to screw the citizens of New Zealand. And you're saying that your minister, Coleman, is saying, oh, it's the US and UK are implementing that system, but it hasn't matured yet, at a high risk. If the investor does not perform to make money out of making someone who's in a mental state go to work, he won't get paid. I'm telling you, you're going to go for a skate, John Key, from me, because I'm just winding you guys up and throw you into the court after Cook Street. That's the first one. Then you. I've got a warrant on you, John Key. You're going to go for a skate with this lot, you and your national government, after I've gone to Britain to sort this lot out from there. Okay? And these stupid, off-the-cuff ideas you've got about making money out of people, especially people in mental condition, to make them go back to work. And if they don't go back to work, the investor loses his bloody money, you mongrel. You see? I'm telling you, so you people have not had the opportunity to air this in public. You got these mongrel fuckers in government who are dreaming up these schemes of making money out of people. You're like vultures, the whole bloody lot of you, making money out of thin air bonds. Right? Your bonds are fraudulent, and I know you're trying to shift the bonds into the public so people can't see it. What you've been doing all these years. I'm going to sting you for all these years. The birth certificates, including mine, has been sold on the stock market, and we don't know anything about it. I do. But you have never told anybody and got permission from them to do it. Okay, so I'll read on from what I've written. There's a statement I'm making to you mongrels, why I want you out of there and hung, okay, under the King William Hanging in Chains Act. I'm going to lay that one right over you and the police for getting in my road on 61 Cook Street. But I'm not finished with that yet, okay, that's just the beginning. Right. The social bonds are like financial market bonds, which is the screwing instruments you bastards are using on all these stupid Maoris here and stupid New Zealanders who don't know what the fuck you bastards are up to. Making money out of people and especially preying on people who can't think for themselves. You are low-life people. You elite people. It's all over. I'm telling you, the people in Britain have had a guts full of the Queen, and you, John Key. You are all fraudulent, corrupted, and I'm going to get you out of there, off our land, off our land. Okay? We don't want you and your fraud system here anymore. It's going because the King said so. Okay? So, with a social bond, the government contracts. See, contracts? Where the hell did you get your bloody contracts from, John Key? Not from King William, did you? Because if you did, you're in real trouble with our flag. You're in real trouble because I'm adding up what you fellas have been doing. I haven't done anything yet. I'm just stacking it up because you guys, I'm not going in your courts, because it's full of fraud. The whole bloody lot of it. And the police are full of fraud. Now, the police in England are protesting like the protesters. Why? Because you bastards have cut their salaries for your own elite families. John Key, your days are numbered here. I want you off this land. Okay? I'm telling you, and Helen Clark, I want her pulled into the court for the foreshore and seabed stealing our resources. Okay, I'm just telling you today on Sunday, making this public. That's the way I talk. I've always talked like this on Facebook, Twitter, Google, and YouTube. It didn't matter how much I swear. the truth of the matter. You can't face. None of your police have fronted up. None of the Maoris, iwis that you belong to, you and the corporate crown, have fronted up with me. Because you know why? You fucking can't. You have got no titles to rub two stones together. You and your iwis. Okay? I'm telling you. So a non-government organisation will provide the services. You see? Or the banks or anyone, it does so through money put up by investors by buying social bonds. You're selling the fucking people in this country out, John Key. Right? With your mongrel Coleman, minister. Shift them around like shifting sands. 1 minute he's this, next minute he's that, then next minute he's gone. You people are no bloody good. I don't like the way you are running our land. Okay? I'm talking for the King William. And your Queen can bugger off out of England. Because she's not going to last long there with Alex Salmon. He's going to finish her off out of there. And I'm going there to finish them off too. Okay? Finish her off. Had enough of your crooked banks. Alright? Your crooked banks. Your crooked system. Your crooked business. Right? Right in front of me. I can pull you into court. And you won't win. Okay? Your judges are no good as well. So we've got investors range from banks to private individuals. Getting beneficiaries back to work. Getting beneficiaries back to work. Is that how you do it? You don't even ask anybody. You just go and do it. More people with mental issues back to work. Government put aside $28 million for paying out on the bonds. What the hell's a bond, John Key? You must tell me what is a fucking bond. And how did you get it, and where did you get it from, and what money is it making? Where is the money that you're making out of a bond? And whose bond it is? Right? I want to talk about my bond. Where is my bond? How much is it worth? How much have you made out of it, John Key? And how much do I get back out of it? And what you're going to do now is try and make me go to work? No. I'm going to boot your ass out of it. That's what? You're going to get booted out. Why? Because I'm going to hang this on you, the law. Those issued in the UK and US to yet mature on the crooked bonds of the Americans, the Queen, and your fucking lot. All of your Queen's crown is fraud. She hasn't even got a coronation. She hasn't even got a proper sovereignty. And in the EU, opening Parliament up is crooked as hell. It's not going to last long. The people listening to this video is going to go and push them over and push you over here after they finish hearing what I'm saying. Okay? I've got more right to this country than you, John Key. I want you out of it. I want you hung with this ex of King William because I've got the title to do that. You haven't. Okay? I'm making this public so that you can hear with your ears before we hang you. Right? The public have a right to know what you're doing with them. You're dicking around with our lives, John Key. You're dicking around with people's lives. If the performance is not met, the government will not pay the investor any fucking money. That's how risky this lot is. And you are telling investors to put money in to make a sick person go to work. You fucking asshole. That's what I can say about your government here. You listen to me, all of you. All of you in the government here. I'm going to put you fucking right out of here. When I come back from Britain, I'll have the title to boot you right out and hang the fucking lot of you. That's what I'm saying. You can't do anything about it because I've got the titles to this country. Right? We've had enough of your bullshit. You're going to have to tell us where you get the bond from. How did you get it? Who gave you authority to use it? And how much have you made out of it? Okay? Those are the questions I'm going to stick to you next. before I go to Britain. I'm going to wind you bastards up into the pound note, and you can't get out of it. And the Rothschilds are going out too, because they're getting screwed. Right? All of you bastards are going to get screwed out, donkey. And you're going to lose your house, you're going to lose all your properties, because I'm going to hang this martial law on you. We have the rights to the martial law of King William. Not you. Not you. And your policemen here, those two policemen, right, that got in my road. I'm going to line you all up, and the British military will come and get you. Right? I mean it. I mean it. I'm talking for the King of England. I'm talking King William IV. What kings do. Not what queens do. Crook everybody. Crook everybody. Right? Steal. Kill babies. And now you are trying to screw a sick mental health person by making the public force them to go to work. And if they don't, you won't pay them, you fucking assholes. You fucking bunch of assholes in Parliament. All of you, the whole lot of you, are linked to the crooked, fraudulent, corrupted Queen of Brussels, not England. Not England. I'm going to hang Rogans on you and their judges. Okay? Social bonds are a condition of which the government and other investors approach with risk of social dysfunction. Now, you fuckers, there will be dysfunction in the public when they hear what I'm saying. That they have not seen what you crooks are up to. Right? What you crooks are up to, and thinking for yourselves and not for the public. They don't understand any of this. I do. You're not going to get away with it in front of me, you bastards. You're not going to get away with it. Because I'm too clever for you bastards. Okay? I've got more going for me than you have with your ex of Parliament. Labour says, this is Labour, Andrew Little. Labour says the government should not be using bonds to experiment on vulnerable mental health patients, you fuckers. You fucking assholes. What sort of fucking guts have you got? What sort of a mind have you got? No morals. Take your fucking morals out of here. Get them off these fucking lands, donkey. Get your fucking ass out of here. Because the people are listening to what I'm saying as a native of this bloody country. You're only occupying it. You have no title in front of me. None of you can put something in front of me that can stack up to the King of England. Okay, you got that in your thick fucking head? Okay, you got that? I'm telling you, I'm packed up here, ready to go to England to sort you fuckers out. And when I come back, you won't be there. I'm just telling you, I've worked up this since 2000. And Helen Clark is going to hang too. Right? She's sitting in the EU, that's where you crooks go. You go and promote yourselves to run racket. Racket. You're full of racket. Queen's racket. The Queen is a racket. She has no real title. Now, this lady in the Labour says, she says, the scheme is unproven. And the profit incentive is likely to drive perverse outcomes. What perverse means is this: different ways to others' ways of thinking and feeling. You are only feeling about what you think. No public debate. Your obstinate behaviour is in a different way. And that different way, you fucking mongrels, donkey, I'm telling you right straight to your face, swear like this. Because I have a legal right to swear as much as I like on my land. You're not going to tell me what to do. unless you got something better than I have in titles. Okay? You have no fucking titles, John Key. You're only sitting there legislating acts for yourselves and your private business. I've got a private business that's going to screw you right off this land. And that's what federal state is. Their courts is my court, is private court. Okay? And the state court is your crooked court on the other side. That the state on the other, the private courts have their own judges mirroring your fucking courts. The state court for the public and the equity is mirrored around the Queen's side and the King's side. The Queen is with the King, you fuckers. And I'm speaking for the King. I'm the fucking King of England in my way. Commercial contracts only. Okay? I've got the legal right to seize the King's royal revenue and audit you lot. I'm going to audit you lot, including this bond that you're using my bond name. Okay? I didn't give you permission to do it. You did it in block capital letters. And you're not going to fool anybody because I'm blowing your whistle. I'm blowing your whistle to catch you out before you jump ship and drop all this lot on the people and try and smother and hide all your bonds. No, I've already billed you 970 million trillion pound notes. John Key, that green one. Okay, that's your bill. That is your bill. I'm making that statement right here in front of you and right in front of the world, right in front of the Rothschilds, the Vatican, and you, the Queen. Okay, I'm saying that right in front of you so the military can hear in Britain and all the other militaries in 250 countries can hear what I'm saying. I'm going to pay them out of that pound note to go and lock the whole lot of you up. All of you, 2 billion of you, out of the 7 billion. That's what this is coming to. That's why I'm making this speech passionate about what I do, how I feel. Okay? This king swears. He doesn't kill anybody with a sword. He swears. He doesn't draw blood. Right? MOAI doesn't draw blood. But he can yell quite loudly and make big loud noises to scare the shit out of you and your assets on our land. Okay? Unless you've got a title to put in front of the King of England, surrogate, me, John Hawani Kahaki Wanoa, then you've got fuck all to rub 2 stones together, John Key. And all your ministers and all the ministers in the Parliament got the same bill on your head. And the police, okay, and the judges and the lawyers, the whole fucking lot of you with the Queen's head on your documents. And a paddle as your authority of a Vice Admiral, less of an Admiral. No matter what, I'm holding the King's seal on my documents for the people. Okay? For the people, no matter who they are. It's their credit against your debt. Now, I'm using my bond. I'm talking for myself, John Key. This is to you and Coleman, right? The Minister Coleman. I can't think of his name, but I've written it down somewhere over here. But him, right? This is to you. I'm stinging you with the bill, with the big bill of all the bonds since 1830. Okay, right through 1852, 1952, when the Queen took over. But the bonds will start from when I say, not when you say. So I'm going to add up all that money of that bond because I've just caught you. I've just caught you screwing around with people, especially mental health people that can't help themselves. And you're forcing them with the public against their will to go to work and perform. You fucking bitches. Right? I'm going to pay. I'm going to make you pay a Coleman. I'm going to make you pay for being in charge. I'm holding you liable. I'm holding you liable for drafting that act and enforcing it. I'm going to force King William's acts on you from 1830 to 1837, all those acts. Okay? Okay? I'm making myself clear? I am making myself clear today. That you are going to wear the bill. It doesn't matter how long I take. Your name is going in the box. From tomorrow, your name is in the box as a levy debtor. The same as the police, £1 trillion a day per policeman. And the landowners the same, £1 trillion per day for every day that they're occupying 1/61 Cook Street. Okay? I got no problem. You got the problem. You've got a debtor's problem now, but you can't prove it. You can't prove where you get your authority from to be on our land, occupying it. Okay? That's what I'm going on. Nobody can show it. I'm putting it through the courts, and when it comes back, you got no case. You got no case because you shut your mouth and be silent and say nothing. So what I'm saying one more time to the public of the world, in the Commonwealth countries, America, the federal states, and other countries trading with Britain and beside our flag. The bonds that are on the stock market are a person's ownership, name, and its value. We are using that person's name in their bond to bill you for fraudulently using their name as fictitious, fraudulent business transactions, making money out of people without disclosure of taking advantage of people. That's why I've caught you in this bond. I'm waiting for something. You make the mistake by publishing it. You can't go out and say, oh sorry, we made a mistake. No fucking mistakes with the king talking. No fucking mistakes. I don't make mistakes. Not one. Not one. I haven't broken no laws of yours. You've broken every law of mine. And you've just broken another one now. By not disclosing and not consulting with the public that you're screwing. And human rights that you're trying to get rid of. TPP that you're trying to force on people. I'm going to get rid of it. John Key and you with it. Everybody that touches the TPP gets the pound note. The 970 million trillion pound note. You get it. All you countries who are in the TPP, the 16 countries, you're going to wear that bill, and the British military is listening to what I'm saying. Not the police. The British military is listening to what I say. And I'll examine for the Scotties. Okay? I'm making this quite plain. That I'm standing in front of you all, here in this country, and the Queen. I'm standing in front of all of you, waiting for one of you bastards to put a title in front of me, higher than what I've got. With MOAI statue, crown, dirt, hat on his head with the brains, and King William, and his memorial, with his flag that got you on these fucking lands in the first place. Right? It's still our contract that subjects you to debt if you can't prove who you are, other than an alien. Okay, I'm going to get you stuck now, because people are woken up to your fraud, and I'm adding up all your fraud. And you're going to lose it. You're going to lose it back to the king. It goes from the Queen to the king. The gold is now 1.715 million tons in the Philippines. As far as Karen Hudes, the World Bank lawyer, ex-lawyer, has blown the whistle on that. And that's our trust, John Key. And if you're playing around with our trust, John Key, you're fucked. You're fucked. If you touched our flag and you've done transactions through the Intuition New Zealand Limited Company and NZ Invest Limited Company across the road from me here, between those two companies, gonna strip everything out of them if they can't put a title in front of me higher than the Manukau, the Wanoa, the Kāwhuru, and the Parapara, British, Rogan, Cosgrove title. Okay, to these lands. That's what I'm holding. That's what I'm holding as title to this whole fucking country, John Key. Now, you tell me if I'm wrong. You try and say I'm wrong with my MOAI statue standing in Wellington as my title, and in England, and in Queen Elizabeth's Great Court in England, that's my title, my own Wanoa title, native. You fucking asshole. And it's in Brussels, the real MOAI statue, Tahitian, royal family, and it's in France, in New York, in Washington, D.C., in Singapore, in Japan, and New Zealand, in here in Auckland, right here, in the museum, and in Wellington, and in Dunedin. That's my fucking title, John Key. Where's yours? Where is your title? Show me. Yours and Helen Clark. Show me your title, and your name, and your title, and who the fuck you are in front of me. If you can't, you get the fuck out of here. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that just that way, raw as hell. If you people are thinking you're going to bring a gun and shoot everybody, and take anything and drill and spray the skies with this fucking shit that's going around, and this bloody Monsanto, all your fucking poisons, and your Vatican churches, and your Bibles, take the fucking lot out of it. Right? If it's tied to the Queen. Anything tied to the Queen is fraud. Because it's proven enough to say she hangs. She's going to hang. She's going to hang. No matter what. Queens have got hung before. And this one's the worst. Now, Prince William is not to go anywhere near King William. Because, why? It's because I'm going to Ernest August. Right? King William's brother. He's got every right to this title that I'm holding. And he's the other partner in Britain. Okay? He's alive. That's the other king of England that I say he's the king of England. I'm the surrogate king of England as commercial king of the sea. Lord High Admiral title to his King's Royal Revenue in his King's Bench Court as his judge, Ernst August, Ernst Augustus, the German. Okay? Bit of French. But the German is the King of England. With this commerce title that I'm saying. I'm making this public so that the people in England, and the people who've been supporting me all this time, and the people around the world who's watching, and who's going to grab these titles, with that king, that King William is his brother. Okay? The earnest to the earnest to the earnest to the earnest is the line of descent to the King of Hanover. That's why you can't touch that fucking thing. Queen, you can't touch Hanover. You can't touch it. That's a title that can't be touched because at that time the King and Queen Victoria held the same crown title. But she could not touch the King of Hanover because of their own law, Select law. Select law forbids any woman to have title to the Hanover, Plymouth, Devonport in England, and Suffolk, and here, Devonport and New Plymouth here. You see, that's my title, John Key, and Ernest Augustus. Okay? Nothing to do with you. You can go back to Jewland, where you fucking came from. Right? In your country. Where you came from. Up there in whatever it is. Right? You can bloody well go back. I'm going to boot you people out and send the whole lot of you back. I don't care. That's how the king operates in our law. We've got our own laws, John King, fixed in statute law in Westminster, 1830, 1837. That's it. Nothing to do with Te Ture Whenua Land Act, because you've screwed that one. You've corrupted that. You can forget about all that. Forget about all your titles, because I'm putting British titles straight back on here, back to the deed titles. Nothing you can do about it. You've had your day with mortgages and thin air money, fiat money, and American stupid pyramids and matrix. It's all bullshit. You're all illusionary bullshit. It was set up by the British government to fool everybody into taking their land. And now they're in trouble. Right? They're in trouble. The same as you're in trouble. If they're in trouble, you're in fucking trouble. With us, the indigenous people of the world, and the people who are coming with us. Right? To take it all off you. We're going to strip all you elite people, the whole fucking lot of you. 300 royal families, and 2 billion people, including the people in the Catholic Church. The whole fucking lot of you have been instrumental in supporting all the fraud on our native lands. No more. Finish. No more. You can get the hell out. Okay? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Not the Maoris who are asleep. I'm saying this for the people who are watching and supporting what I say, because it's theirs. Anybody that joins us and the new King of England, they get everything that I'm going to claim. That whole green pound note and the blue trillion pound note. That's it. We're stacking it up against the 1.715 million tons of gold and everything else missing, and all the bonds and all your stupid corrupted money laundering. All the properties, you're going to lose the whole lot. The whole lot. I'm telling you. I'm here for a reason on this land. I'll be going off it, but I'm leaving the bill behind with the boss here. Okay, they're going to get the bill. These are our lands, Jonky. They're not your lands. These are my ancestors' lands that I'm sitting here on. You're not going to get away with this one. You're not going to get away with those bonds too. Right? This is a long video, but I'm making a point. I'm going to Britain. I'm going to sort it out when they bash each other up. And Iran lets fly with all its rockets into Israel and flattens it. That's what's going to happen. This mountain over here, once the hill will blow its top off and flick that obelisk right off it, because that's what Mohi Manukau said to me. He left me instructions before he died. Get rid of it. Get rid of John Campbell off his mountain. That's his. I've got the plaque here, right here. Right? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you people. There. That's the title. Alright, you fuckers? That's the title to One Tree Hill and Auckland. I'm holding it here. Kakari. Okay? This plaque was taken off the grave on One Tree Hill and turned into a footpath, you mongrels. That's why it's going to blow. It's going to blow. I'm telling you. That's why I'm getting out of here. I'm telling you. I'm making this public. That mountain's going to blow its top off. And I'm going to be gone out of here. I'm just warning you. That's all. Because of what your crooked people have done to us. Have done to us. To us, the natives. Okay? The earth is going to bust you lot up. Because that's MOAI talking. Okay? I'm just telling you what MOAI tells me, and what my ancestors, Mahi Manukau and them, tell me. Okay, I'm not on my own. I got my spirit people watching. That's why I do it on my own. I'm here for them. They left me instructions and signatures to do this job on my own. Okay, John Key, I don't need a band of pirates around me. I only need a lot of honest people around the world watching, waiting for something to snap your heads off. Okay? You're going to self-destruct yourselves because you can't, you're not made to last. You're not made to last. Okay? You people are frightened of losing something. You're going to lose it anyway. But I'm just saying, your time is up. That's all I wanted to say in this video. That this is probably going to be my last video here in this building. And I'll be back to seize the lot. I'll be back to seize the whole lot. And Waldorf Hotels, this property is one of the marked ones with Jamie Peters and Doug Rickard Bell, property developers, backhand through the council. Okay? They get a backyard deal. Inside job. This is an inside job, Waldorf. You people are ignorant of what I'm capable of doing because I've already marked it. That's why I'm sitting in it. I should have taken it by now. I should have taken it by now, but I've been slowed down because I've taken on a lot. And I'm just getting the finance together to pay the lawyers. Once I pay the lawyers and the private investigators, you're all fucking gone. You're all gone because you haven't refuted anything I've said. You just zipped your mouth up and said nothing. He who stays silent loses. He who leaves the battlefield loses. I ain't leaving this battlefield because I'm still here. Even if I'm going somewhere else, it doesn't take me a minute to get back here. Okay? Because I'll have an office back here on the waterfront before long. Okay? Okay? I'll have the right people. I'll have the right people who are watching what I do. Once I get to England, that's it. They've been waiting for me to get there. Okay? So I'll go there, sit down, and sort it. Alright? So, one more time. It's too late for you, Coleman. I just forget what your name is. I wrote it down. Anyway, you are in trouble with me and the King of England. Okay? You are in trouble because we take you out one by one. We put your names in the levy debtors box for the court. We need live two-legged people that talk as target. Okay? We'll put you, plug you, even those ministers who have left, they're still target. Right back to 2000. All of you lot, all the way through who have written their names anywhere on YouTube videos and on Twitter, Google, and Facebook. All your names are there. And I'll just plug you off and put you in the court. You can't win. You can't win. You can't hide behind the Queen because she's not there. She's not there. She's in the EU Parliament. She's not the same Queen. She has no sovereignty. Cut it off. No continuity of sovereignty. You got no flag. You've got nothing. Only a whim. And here you are still making laws to suit yourselves. because you're going to run now, and the people will know what you've been up to all this time. Now, one more time. The bonds that you've been screwing around with, you are trying to offload it onto the public and run away. You're not running away because I'm plugging you up to that bond before you try to forgive your debts and before you go into the New World Order. We're going to bust you. When I get to England, you're going to bust. It won't get to the Queen's 9th of September, the longest reigning monarch. It won't get there by the time I get there and arrest her. It's the King of England. Okay, before Augustus comes in. Before Ernest August takes over the commercial side of all the wealth belonging to the King. Everything belongs to the King, not the Queen, belongs to the King. I'm there to seize it all back to the King of England. He's still in the courts as a silent partner. Now he's going to account for all the revenue collected, including these bonds. Alright, you got that in your thick fucking heads? Alright? You got that in your heads? You people in the Parliament, 120 of you? Useless bastards? You're only temporary. You're only a 3-year wonder that can't get it together, because you never will without a title. You've been faking it all along. Materia, you lot, all of you, think you're great. No. Show me your title. Materia, show me your title besides what I've got. If you haven't got any, you fuck off. You get out and I'll build the whole lot of it and you'll lose everything. That's what I'm saying. You're going to lose everything because I don't care if you haven't got a title higher than the King's or MOAI statue. You go. You can get on a boat and get the fuck out. I'll bring some other people in here who need the space that you occupy. Alright? I don't care. You're going to go. If I say you go, you go. Right? Unless you got anything better in writing, to match what I've got in writing in front of the whole world. Okay? If any of you useless bastards in Parliament have got any title to your own name, with everything attached to the memorials, then show me. Because if you haven't, you can fucking go. I mean it. Because you people don't care about how we think. You don't care a fuck about anything people say with all these chemtrails and everything going on. You're allowing that to happen. You're allowing all these things to happen. I'm going to stop you all. Okay? With the law. The King's law. And the people. Don't forget the people. Right? They'll run you over. We'll get the military to run this place. We'll get the military to run this country our way. Okay? You've got your dash. We're going to cash up. We're going to cash up, just like Karen Hudes says, there's a big black hole and you're going in it. You're going in it because that's where you've been hiding all the money that's been taken illegally from the people. I'm talking about the people in the world. I'm not talking about myself because there's other people following me. That's why it's all there for them to grab. Right? Everybody's grabbing it, including you people. But if you people in the Crown touch this stuff, including Google, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, you're in trouble. You muck around with the King's crown and his courts, someone will visit you and you'll lose the lot. Same as Bailey's here. You're going to lose the whole fucking lot, John and David Bailey. You're going to lose the lot because I warned you. Do not sell that land. What did you do? Sold it. What's going to happen? You'll lose the lot. It's going to belong to all the people who join us. That's what. Okay? I don't care what you think. I only care what the people are hearing, what I'm saying, on their behalf of being creditors. You're the debtors. You're the debtors against that green pound note. We can print it off any time. We're going to print it. That's what I'm saying. Intentions have been going for a long time. All the things I write, the intentions have been going a long time. And those land on the East Coast, those cheeky Watene guy, he's going to get booted out. Off that land at Marangaro C12 block, you people down there, and Tamati Reid and them at Rangitukia, you people, you're with us already to administer what the king says. Okay, Tamati? And that other cheeky fella, that fella Watene, near Watene, you boot his fucking ass for me, please. And all those other people at Loddon Point, that Clausen, that cheeky Clausen, you boot his ass too. Because if they haven't got a title, they're going to go after this lot. After this lot, after that lot, the Queen's business is going to get seized by the British military. Okay? Gonna print the pound note for them. When I go there, I'm going to go and talk to them with August. King Ernest August. I'm making this announcement right now in Devonport, the King of Hanover. That's where we're going to put the court together in Plymouth. I've been looking at it online. I'm sizing the courts up, and that's his property. That's his estate, that's King William's estate, that's the brother's estate, not the Queen. Okay? Not the Queen. That's our business. That's the male line DNA of the native monarch Tahiti contract with King William IV and his brother King Ernest August. Okay, did you get that? Did you just hear what I said? That's the new King of England, not Prince William or Charlie, the fraud pedophiles. I'll call them pedophiles. I'll call them what I like, because they're all fraud with their mother and grandmother. Okay? So, Prince William, out of the way. Prince Charles, out of the way. And Prince, other one, the ginger-haired bread man, out of the way. Out of my road. Because I'm going to England to establish the rightful king of commerce and the wealth and the assets and the royal revenue, the lock, stock and barrel, back to him and us, the 7/8 partner in the King William's title on his flag of Lord High Admiral, Mortgage, Live, Bank of England, Acts. So, Rothschilds will be gone. They'll be hung. And we're going to pick the same pound note up and print the money. Okay? That's all I want to say. I think that's got long enough. And I'll just carry on packing my things. But don't forget what I said about this land property in Auckland. All this waterfront properties is under investigation. Where'd you get the land from? Where'd you get the dirt from to put it over here to make another title? Did you get this dirt from England? Or did you get it from that Maori land over there and put it over here and put a title on it and put some buildings on it? That's what I'm saying. I had this out with the foreshore and seabed. I was one out of 300 out of 3,000 people that went to the select committee. Okay, I had a big case myself then. I've got a bigger case now. Alright? So all you people listening around the world, watching what is happening here, the truth prevails. The king's truth prevails. And that's what they're afraid of. The devil, Satan, is afraid of losing. They're going to lose. We're going to see Russia and Iran and North Korea and China and Australia, South Africa, belt the shit out of Israel, America and the Queen. And the Scotties will be helping them to get rid of them. And that flag that I put Iru Manukau there, you see that on Facebook. I put Iru Manukau there with Prince Peter of Malta. Now, hear this. Karen, who dares? You were talking on your video about the Knights of Malta. Well, that's them there. That is them there, sitting there with Iru Manukau, the native chief of the Confederation here, and his dad, Mohi Te Mati Manukau the Fourth, in a long line of monarch. Okay, that's the other monarch. I'm the other one, the Wanoa, straight to East Island, and Rapa Nui. That's my name. And Iru Manukau is Manukau City, and Manukau, everything with Manukau written all over it in this country, and Chatham Islands, and South Island, and Waikato, and Auckland, and all the companies, they've got Manukau name all over it. That's his name. Okay, we've got enough. There's two names that the British, the Rogans, married the Manukau's and married the Wanoas. End of story. They're the judge. I'm the judge. What can you say? Says you. And then the Cosgroves, lawyers. That's my family. Okay, that I've made myself quite clear that I'm a judge in the native court. Okay, I'm sitting on the other side of the judge, on the Queen's side, and I'm saying to him, open the box, because I want to inspect them. Alright? Did you get that? You people, and Karen, who this? I'm saying this, you can hear what I'm saying. Forget about the swear words. Look at the content and the substance of what I'm saying. And the memorials, especially the memorials, and especially the flag of going from A to B, carrying the gold on a ship of Admiralty. Okay? So they had to get manifest. They had to get a manifest to take it off the land, to take it somewhere else. Bill of lading. That's me. That's my trade. Knowing what to do on the sea. King of the sea. If you've got any titles like that, Karen, I'd love to see them, because I've got all mine here. From my chiefs and from King William. I've got them all over here. I'm going to seal them all up and put them away. See? Because it's up here. And I don't need anything but a computer, laptop, and a mobile phone from now on. Because it just rattles out. That's what I was waiting for, you to have an interview with me and your TV host. But you wouldn't. Why? Why don't you like to talk to me? Is this something that is not right? Or is it something else? Anyway, I think you're doing a fantastic job of blowing the whistle. But at the end of the day, someone is going to be the right claimant of all that gold and all the assets that have been picked up and dropped off somewhere by somebody. And somebody's trust and somebody's beneficiaries. There is such a thing as beneficiaries from back at 1830 to 1837 to 1868 till now. That happens to be us, the beneficiaries. Okay, my people, who are so asleep. God bless their souls. There's some still awake. Alright, I'm just saying, quietly, Karen, that it's going to be the documents that stack up and a new king that I'm going to put in place. Okay, I'm not worrying about any other king, because they can talk for themselves. I'm talking for King William and his brother, where this commerce came from, and everybody's playing around with the Bank of England's money. Okay, we're going to strip the pound note so that your US dollar will fall apart without anything under it. And you can try to get the goal to make another money out of thin air from a goal that came from somewhere. And America is owned by the Queen, so you have to go and see her. You can't go in shortcut, can't go anywhere because she's the head trustee. I'm going there to boot her. I'm going to boot her because I have the legal right to boot her and take that position as head of the trust. Okay? That's how it works. She's the boss. And when I get there, she's not the boss anymore. Okay? Because she's operated our trust fraudulently. Alright? Doesn't matter where she went in the world. She went to America and made a lot of money there. That's not our problem. If one fraud equals all of the fraud. One fraud equals all the fraud. When it comes to add up, to balance the books, to audit the books, that's our job. That's my job, Karen. It is my. I'm just as good as a lawyer. In fact, I'm better than a lawyer. I got more information than a lawyer. Okay, I got more information about the land than a lawyer. Okay, I'm holding titles, Karen. I am holding the original organic inheritance title of the King of England and our native chiefs. Alright? Alright? And it comes from Britain. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Well, that's all. Thank you very much. I'll catch you later, and I will rest up for tomorrow packing again. Big job packing, and I'll get there. At least I've got a lock-up, secure place, electrified, and cameras and everything around it. I like my cameras around me, and I'm safe because everybody else is in there too. It's a big complex, and it's got security people going around it all the time. Hey, that's me. And I am ready to fly with my bags. I'm getting them ready to go to do my job in England. Okay? Bye. See ya. John Wanoa, Auckland, New Zealand. I don't think I've missed anything, but if I did, I'll just make another video. So, haere rā.